Sergeant Clark from the Willimantic Police Department. This morning about 4:30 a.m. we had a burglary call at the Covenant Soup Kitchen in Willimantic. We had video surveillance of an individual inside that was committing a burglary, and officers responded to the scene. As soon as officers responded to the scene, the suspect exited and noticed the officers. Once he noticed the officers, he fled back into the building. Once he was in the building, all the doors were locked. He essentially barricaded himself inside the building. We were able to obtain the video footage of him inside the building. Numerous attempts were made via the police PA system in order to coax him out of the building. We deployed a negotiation team who attempted communication with him as well. All these attempts failed. The Willimantic K-9 team was deployed, K-9 FINA arrived, and officers were able to enter the building with a key. Attempts were made to, again, coax him out of the building with commands via the police K-9 unit. These failed. K-9 FINA eventually located the suspect and apprehended him in a very small crawl space in the back of the building. No injuries were incurred to officers, minor injuries to the suspect. The suspect was a parole escapee from New London. He's since been released from the hospital. He's here at police headquarters, and parole will be remanding him into custody.
Any idea what he was after? I don't think of the soup kitchen as a place where there's a lot to steal.
Right. Well, the soup kitchen actually, to my belief, I believe they do have some items of value. It's unknown at this time as to the motive for his breaking and entering.
Are you releasing anything about his identity at this point?
At this time, we are not.
Somebody out on the street, and take this with a grain of salt, came up to us and said that he knew of someone who had lost their keys to that building just yesterday, and he then posited that this person found those keys and got in on his own.
That's correct.
That is correct.
Yes, so management actually lost their keys to the facility, or it was stolen. It's unknown at this time. It came into his possession, it's our belief, and we have since located those keys.
So you believe he used the keys to get into the building?
That's correct. We don't know for sure at this time, but it's our belief that he used those keys.
And to be clear, could you watch a live video feed of him in there while you were talking to him? Correct.
While officers were attempting to get him to comply with our orders to come out of the building, other officers were watching the actions on surveillance cameras.
How long did this go on for, about?
Approximately 2 hours. The reason for the length of time is our numerous attempts to have him come out of the facility on his own.
Around what time did you get the call?
4:30 a.m.
Did he have any weapons?
There was no weapons on him. And we do urge the public, if we do the law enforcement response to a scene, and we are giving commands for you to exit a building safely, please do so. We do prefer a safe outcome in that sense.
Was he making any kind of threats when you talked to him?
No, he was actually just hiding in place.
Sergeant, what's your first name?
Joshua Clark.
Good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you.